Hey guys, it's me, Toys Commander. Today I'm going to be talking about how to wrap your toys in cellophane. Basically, as you guys have watched my videos, a lot of my toys are mint in silk box, so MISB. So for MISB toys, you want to protect the exterior from damages, especially um, like rough handling, or when you are storing your toys in the storage, you tend to move around and it might just kind of like scrub the thing. So what's going to happen here today is I'm going to show you, this is the a mask toy, the firecracker. This is a sealed toy, as you can see from here. The firecracker has got three tips on each side of the flap. And now the thing is, for boxes like this, it's pretty straightforward. You are kind of like wrapping the cellophane around the entire box, and it helps a lot in protecting the tapes, because what happens is sooner or later the tape is going to get dried and it will peel off by itself. So when you kind of protect it in that plastic condition, it pulls the packaging tight and then prevents the tips from coming off easily. And a couple of my friends have asked me to do a video on how to wrap it. Now I like to put this up front. I'm not an expert in this, but I'm definitely doing it for a while. So I enjoy doing this because I think that it helps to protect the toys, and so far the situation has been pretty good. So I'm going to do a demo today. Yeah, and here's the material that I use. Okay, this is the material that I use to wrap the toys. So you can see from here it's pretty thin, right? So I usually use very thin cellophane or cellophane, you call that. This plastic is good because it doesn't really tear easily unless you tear it by the side, and it can be so flimsy if you go by the side here, and it can just peel off like that, like a film. But if you kind of pull it this way, it's very sturdy. So this is a very good material. And I know that some of my friends, especially in those in Asia, we have been using the plastic films that you used to wrap your books when you were young. So my advice to you is don't use that kind of material, because they are not acid free. Now this one, you can use it to wrap hampers for food, because it's basically food friendly and it is acid free. And why is this important is because if it is not acid free, there's a tendency that especially those which is used to wrap books, right? There's a tendency that when you're putting it on so close to the box, I have experience where when we are removing the plastic, it kind of removes the artwork together. So this is not a very good material to use. So yeah, so that's why I would still suggest using this plastic itself. Now, as for how nice you wrap the box is not important, because the most important thing is you want to protect the box. So usually for a box like that, it will be the very standard way of wrapping it. There's really no hard and fast rule about it. So you can place the box in the middle of the thing, of the plastic, and make sure that it is nicely wrapped. Okay, I usually give a bit of allowance on the front and on the back, so it's like left right here, and then you kind of wrap this on the top like that. Okay, it's a very simple way of doing it. I don't really care about excess, because it's not really about how nice the thing looks like I mentioned. So you have some tapes here, so you're going to start to kind of like do the very standard way of wrapping boxes. You stick it from the top here, right, and then you secure it here, just a bit here and there, you know. Okay, now the thing is this: when doing this wrapping, right, always make sure that you do not pull it so tight to the point where it looks like this. No, do not do this, right? So like here, you do not want to do it this way, so tight. This is because if you wrap the box too tight, what's going to happen is the box will warp. Right, it will lose its shape, and it will be the tension from this cellophane, right, will warp the shape of the box, and depending on the support in the box itself, it will warp to be either bulging out or concave inside, or some part of the box might just get out of shape, and that's very dangerous because the packaging is way too tight. So you've got to have some level of allowance. Do not go extremely tight on them. So on the end you can basically fold the two flaps, and then you can pull a little bit here and kind of fold like a triangle, and you will stick it at the side here. Okay, I emphasize again, I'm not interested in how nice I wrap this thing. If you want, you can go into details, but I've got, as you can see from my Instagram, I've got thousands of toys to wrap, and I've been falling back on my wrapping schedules. I have a lot of toys to wrap now, so it's really not about the beauty here. And it's important to understand that after a while, sometimes you might want to re-wrap again. So yeah, there's a lot of things to work on. And here usually what I'll do is I'll do an overall kind of secure the tape this way and flip the other side. And here is the same thing, we kind of flop the excess, okay, and then we fold up the two flaps, right, like that. So yeah, so this is basically about the whole idea of wrapping the box. So we just do the same thing again, repeat the same thing again, two triangles, okay, turn around. Okay, again I mentioned don't pull too tightly, roughly a little bit of strength here just to make sure that it doesn't go too sloppy, and that is really good enough. Okay, secure the two edges like that, alright, and then a longer tape will go across like that, so that will secure the whole thing. Now if you realize that the top is coming off a little bit from here, what you can do is just do one long tape here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a long tape, okay, do a long tape to secure everything. Okay, again, don't pull it and go this way down and to create tension. Now what you should aim for is something like that. Okay, this adds a little bit of effects to glittering the box art as well. I thought this was a nice touch to it. But as you can see from here, my packaging is not tight. It's supposed to have some loose space here and there, and this is a very good way of wrapping your box. So I hope you guys find this video informative, and really do look for it. If you have any questions, you can always PM me on my Instagram, Facebook, or even my YouTube. So click like to subscribe if you like what I just did today. Enjoy. Cheers.